Inspire the Journey, mission to help the youth.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rye with Inspire the Journey. So this is Chapter 2, Episode 9. And the title is, What Makes Us Beautiful? Yes, I said, what makes us beautiful? I'm really hoping you guys have the same answer that I have. So I'm making this video for the people that don't have that answer and maybe think, attractive looks, someone's slim and tall, or whatever your preference is in body shape. If somebody has a nice car, designer shoes, designer handbag, like if a guy has ripped abs and a six-pack, every muscle you can imagine, like what makes us beautiful? It's a deep question if you actually think about it. For a long time growing up, I had the wrong mindset of myself, and it makes me sad remembering, but a few people called me ugly. You know that saying, sticks and stones may break our bones, but names will never hurt me? It's a really nice idea, but realistically, it's wrong. Names do hurt. Names can hurt. It all really depends who's being called the name, I guess. Because of that, I had the wrong mindset about myself for so many years. Regardless to, like when I'd look in the mirror, if I thought I looked attractive. I remember the people that called me ugly. It's the question, what makes us beautiful? The answer should be extremely obvious, but to a lot of people, it's not somehow. I don't know why. What makes us beautiful isn't anything visible. I know this is also a point I'm making that is common sense, or it really, really should be. It's on the inside. And it really should be incredibly obvious that it is. But what makes us beautiful is what's in our soul. I used to be shallow, and I don't like admitting that. But I used to be extremely shallow. I would only be interested in girls that were physically appealing. And I'm glad I don't think like that anymore. Like, yeah, every girl I've dated or been interested in is beautiful. And I've learned that it's not all about looks. And I should have known that back in middle school when I had crushes on girls that laughed at me about it. They were extremely beautiful. Now, these days, probably not. But that's besides the point. Even if I might have been slightly ugly, I'd like to think of myself as that ugly duckling that ended up in a beautiful swan. That's me. I'm the beautiful swan. That's right, girls. I'm just kidding. Well, hey, I look at myself in the mirror now, and I feel damn good about myself. Even though I got a grandpa hat on, represent my Irish side. It's true beauty comes from the heart. I can meet people now these days at almost 28 years old, and I can tell pretty quick if somebody's beautiful or not. And it doesn't matter if it's a homeless person I talk to that has, rags for clothes. I have talked to some homeless people recently, and they're some of the most beautiful people I've ever met. A lot of them have really rough stories in their background. So if you guys prejudge, you're shallow. And if you don't learn from what I'm saying, you're on your own. But me, I've come to learn that beauty is only what's in your heart. It's only what's in your heart. I've talked to some people, like when I've been out like thrift shopping, only a few, because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. But there's been a couple people that say that they're ashamed they have to shop there. And I said, why? And they say their kids want nice new clothes and this, that. And, they say they're having a hard time making money and supporting the kids buying nice clothes. Hey, I'm going to say right now, I shop at Savers all the time, okay? I'm not embarrassed at all. Why do people go out and spend freaking $60 on jeans? Come on, get over yourself. They don't make you look better anyways. You guys can get the same damn clothes at Savers for like under 10 bucks. Yes, I'm trying not to swear in any of these videos, but some things just get me like pretty worked up. Like the ignorance of some people on this planet is just incredible. And I used to be rather ignorant myself, not wanting to be told when I was wrong. Yeah, a whole bunch of things. But I figured this is a really good video to make what makes us beautiful. There's a lot I could say about it, but I'm just trying not to get too in-depth because I don't want this to be an ultra-long video. But any kids out there that are feeling, you know, insecure about your looks, not necessarily because of the way you look, but because of like the clothes you wear, you always have to remember, this kids in third world countries, they don't have anything at all. So be glad for what you have. If somebody can't see your beauty that's inside of you, they're not worth your time. They are not worth your time. It really goes for anybody. Anybody that's you know, trying to get in a relationship and you get rejected, turned down, just keep on moving. Keep your head high. Somebody's going to know how beautiful you are. It might take some time. Yeah, it just might take some time. I didn't realize my outer and inner beauty for a long time. I thought I was ugly on the inside and out. And the most recent person I had in my life, she made me realize how truly beautiful I am, and helped me break down my own barrier against myself. I had a barrier up against myself because I've been hurt a lot in the past. I'm not trying to sound all emo saying it. I'm just being real, like I am in every video. And you know, a lot of things I talk about, I never really wanted to talk about with many people, as I've said before, because it's absolutely true. Like saying that I used to feel so insecure about my looks, up until not even like, you know, 2 years ago. Like I was dating her and I would say something and she always said, like, you need to know how beautiful you are. You need to love yourself. And I've never really had anybody tell me that I had to love myself, except for like my parents. No female I've ever been in any kind of relationship with really told me I had to know my value. You need to know your self-worth. So I'm putting that message out there for all the kids, adults, anybody watching this. If you feel low about yourself, you need to just wake up. We're all asleep sometimes. That's just how life is. Life is too short to not know your value. It doesn't matter like what kind of a job you have, what your hobbies are. You guys have something out there, and if you're alone, you need to remember you're not alone. I understand you might be because you don't have a significant other. I'm in that duck pond right now also. I used to feel like I was like that goldfish with like the big ugly bump on its head, you know, like the really deformed goldfish that have like the tumas. Well, I used to feel like one of those until I realized I'm actually, you know, a big, beautiful tuna. Yeah, I'm more like a dolphin. That's the last dolphin impression you'll ever hear because I can't do it anymore because my voice got deeper. I grew up. So you guys need to know what true beauty is. And if anybody's ever called you ugly, you're not ugly. Like, true beauty is what can flow from your heart. Having compassion for the people that are mean to you. You know that saying, kill with kindness? Well, I've done it. I've done it plenty of times in my life, and it works wonders. And there's been other times when I didn't do it, and I let people hurt my feelings. No more of that, though. I'm a strong, independent man. So that's enough for this video. I believe it says it's almost 10 minutes. So I might put up a few more episodes for this chapter, and then I'm going to be moving into chapter 3. Time's been flying. I've only been doing this for under a month and a half, and I feel like I'm on a roll. This is like my second full-time job for all you guys out there. So I don't know how this footage is going to look with selfie stick, but if it comes out good, I might do some more. So I love you guys. God bless, and I hope you have a great life and you stay and remain happy until our last days here. Love you all. Take care.